What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Before I get into this episode of GH, I just want to say first and foremost, rest in peace to Tristan Rogers, who sadly passed away due to lung cancer. I really had high hopes that Tristan was going to beat this cancer. I really did. I had high hopes that he was going to knock it out and he was going to be back on the set of GH. But I am glad that we at least got to see him that one last time. So sad. My condolences definitely go out to his family and to all his colleagues at General Hospital, even the colleagues that he's worked with at YNR. You know what I mean? And any other show that he's been a part of, because that's a huge loss. You know, a great loss. Such an icon, one of the greatest actors in daytime. His character is definitely going to be missed. He's going to be missed. It's sad. You know, all around it's sad. It's like we losing so many legendary people. So many icons are leaving us. It's so sad. But yes, my condolences to his family. Getting into this episode of GH, Isaiah is really starting to kind of get on my nerves a little bit because he's insinuating himself into a situation that has literally nothing to do with him, and he's being messy. You know what I'm saying? Because he keeps seeing not Portia, but Jordan and Curtis together. Anytime he sees them together, he keeps thinking, oh, something going on, something happening. But my thing is this: just because you see two exes together, that does not mean something inappropriate is happening. And when he saw them together, I believe it was at the park or whatever, when he was taking his walk, they weren't doing anything inappropriate. But he's asking Felicia, oh, should I, say something? And, should I tell the other person about this? Like, he think he should tell Portia about it. Tell Portia what? Like, what are you going to tell her? Oh, I seen Jordan and Curtis together. But you didn't see them doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's trying to insinuate himself. I think he's starting to like, Portia in a more less friendly way, in a more, romantic kind of way. I think, he's starting to like her. And I feel like he's trying to drive a wedge in her marriage. She's trying to get her marriage back on track, and I feel like he needs to mind his business about it. So him calling, trying to get in touch with Jordan so they could talk. Sir, mind your business. Stay out of that. Like, seriously. Because Portia wants a second chance. She wants to start anew. No more secrets, no more games, no more lies. She wants her and Curtis to start completely over, fresh start. Her and Trina were out looking for an outfit for her to wear. The dinner was beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, they did the damn thing with that. That was a really nice looking dinner. Curtis is committed. Him and Portia are committed to making this work. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to last because it's quite clear he does have feelings for Jordan still. That's obvious. Because him and Jordan, they never really closed the chapter on their relationship completely. Like, the way that their marriage ended, it was unfinished business there. And I feel like that's that tug and pull. You know what I mean? He's always going to wonder, like, what if I would have gave Jordan another chance? Like, will we still be together? Will we still be happy? He's always going to wonder that. But I feel he's good where he is. And I feel this is just my personal opinion. I think he should stay with Portia and make that work. And I feel like Jordan should let him go, like, completely let him go and move on with her life. You know what I mean? Like, seriously dating other people and stop thinking about Curtis. Because they still clearly have residual feelings for each other, even when they were at her place together. And she was celebrating and stuff because the offer that she put in to buy the place went through. Her place is nice. I really cannot wait to see that shit furnished. Like, I know it's going to be gorgeous. The design team better put some effort into that place. Like, I'm not even playing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Because if this was Beyond the Gates, please, the set designers would have had that shit nice. It would have had all type of modern furniture. It would have been off the chart. GH better step up. They better make her place look real nice. Add some color, make it pop. Don't be adding that bland shit. You know what I mean? Like they be doing with other people's houses on this show. Gray, like a gray blue kind of color. Like, stop it with that color. because it's damn near in everybody's house. I'm like, stop with that same little color. But yeah, I just want Jordan to move on completely. I'd rather them two just be friends, you know what I mean, and family, and coexist. That's all I want them to do. I don't have it in me to look at Jordan and Curtis back together. I just no. If it happened, it happens. But I would prefer them to just be good friends and keep it platonic. So anyway, moving on from that, I feel bad for Stella. I really do, because her helping Martin has bit her in the ass, because now that Drew knows about that, he done snitched, because now the agents done showed up to the hospital to talk to her. They got some questions, and she was wondering, like, what the hell y'all want with me? Hopefully, I can't wait for Martin to find out about this, and he put two and two together and find out Drew made that phone call, and he knocked Drew on his ass. Like, I really do hope so, because Drew is making enemies all over the place. Even Stella couldn't understand, like, why Tracy was backing the whole Measure C, and joining forces with Drew. She didn't understand that. A lot of us didn't understand that. I mean, I get it. She wants to get rid of Sonny, but I just feel like Drew is a much bigger enemy for her right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bigger problem. And Tracy started to see that. Today, Tracy definitely started to see reason and see, like, yeah, I need to do something about this bastard. Because when she saw how Drew was playing those games with Wiley, and he was definitely doing that, trying to manipulate that boy. He had no business talking with him. No business. And I love how Tracy tried to step up and let Michael know, like, y'all need to go somewhere else. You need to take Wiley somewhere else. But, Michael didn't want to be run up. He didn't want to be ran out of his mother's hotel. He was like, that's not going down. Because even Tracy didn't want to be ran out of there. Because even Stella said, oh, maybe we should go somewhere else or whatever. Tracy wasn't going to be run out that place by Drew, of all people, and I don't blame her. Martin over there bitching and complaining to Drew about Stella being friends with Tracy, or how she could be friends with somebody like Tracy. Oh, Martin, be quiet. Be quiet, because I'm sure some people probably said that about you. So, hush, you ain't squeaky clean. I feel like there's a lot of tension between Tracy and Martin, and I don't mean, tension. I mean sexual tension. Like, they got that love-hate kind of thing going. I think they like each other in a weird way. In a small little weird way, I think they kind of dig each other, because they love going back and forth with each other. And it's actually fun to watch. I was hoping Michael didn't get suckered in by Drew, but Michael got that hot temper sometimes, and I don't blame him for knocking Drew, and punching him square in his damn face, because Drew knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted Michael to do it, so he knew the best way to get that result was to engage with Wiley. That's the best way to set Michael off, and they did exactly that. And I don't even blame Michael for hitting him, but of course, Drew's going to use that as leverage. Hopefully Tracy and everybody else can help Michael out of this situation. I would call Diane. You know what I mean? I would let him press those charges. I'll call Diane, because Drew keeps thinking that this is going to help Willow somehow. Like, oh, Michael hit me. It's going to help her case. I mean, I don't really think it's going to work in your favor the way you think it will, because even Martin tried to tell Drew he should mind his business and back off because Willow didn't want his help. But of course, he has to be controlling and help anyway, like an idiot. So now he's going over to Sonny's house, banging on his door, barging in. Sonny should have knocked him out too, because you ain't going to just walk up in my place. Basically trying to use this as leverage. Like, oh, well, you going to do something for me, or Michael is going to go to prison. He going to go to jail for assault. I really hope Sonny don't do anything for him, because, I mean, come on now. This is a simple assault case. Sonny has beaten murder charges for murders that he actually committed. So you mean to tell me they can't get Michael off of a simple assault when they beaten murder? Come on now. Get him off of this. I wouldn't do nothing Drew said. I'd call his bluff every single time. Every time he tried to blackmail somebody, I would call his bluff and show Drew. Ain't nobody in that town afraid of you, but he's racking up the enemies by the minute. Somebody gonna hurt him. Somebody gonna hurt him. And I wonder what the ADA gonna do. because I'm pretty sure she probably heard Drew coming in there making threats, trying to blackmail Sonny. So what's she gonna do with that information? Speaking of Sonny and Turner, I feel like she definitely gonna become his new love interest because the simple fact that she can't stay away from him is very telling. She came right over to his house to apologize for lashing out at him about that gift basket that he sent, because she don't, she wants to show him that at the end of the day, she's not one of those prosecutors that, try to vilify people. She wants to prosecute criminals based off the facts. She's not trying to conjure up evidence and nothing like that. She wants to get the actual proof against somebody. But Sonny trying to claim, oh, I don't want to put you in a awkward position. They're gonna fall for each other. They definitely are. Because Lil Donna made it very clear that she liked Turner. So I feel like she gonna probably try to do a little matchmaking with her little self. So I can see that little kid trying to put them together or whatever. Listen, as long as he stay away from Carly, I really don't care. Because I do not want to see them again. Absolutely not. So anyway, moving on from that. Britt is so over Pascal. Like, she trying to have some fun. She was over there looking for Vaughn or whatever, trying to find out where his room was. Pascal stopped her and was like, no, you need to focus on your work, not talking with the guests. To stay away from the guests. Listen, she's so over it. At this point, she ready to have some fun, let loose, let her hair down. You know what I mean? She tired of feeling like she in cell block C. Like, she is sick and tired of that prison feel. And of course, Jason showed up under John Moore. I said, okay, using his biological mother's maiden name, Susan Moore. I said, okay, John Moore. And of course, him and Britt locked eyes. And I don't understand why Britt seemed like she was so surprised to see Jason. Because it seems to me like she kept up with a lot of the goings on in Port Charles. So if you kept up with a lot of the news in Port Charles, then you would know Jason's alive. Like, she literally was looking at the nurse's ball online. So you keep up with the news in that town. So he alive. Like, why look? I guess she was probably shocked that he was there, maybe. I hope she not shocked that he alive, because you should know. Like, I know it was all over the blogs. I don't blame Vaughn. I don't blame Vaughn one bit for wanting Jocelyn off of the case, because once she made it known that Britt knows her and they both know each other, the case is compromised, because all it would take is 1 second for her and Britt to run into each other, and who knows what's gonna happen. You don't know if Britt gonna say something to Pascal or whatever, blow the cover. Do I think Britt would? Probably not. But she probably wouldn't. But I get it. You don't want to take a risk. You don't want to take that chance that she might say something, because you don't know where Britt's mindset is or what she might do. But little did Vaughn know their cover is already blown, thanks to Colette. Colette already snitched them out. And that's why when Jocelyn stormed out, some waiter came or whatever, that dude had a gun. I was so unimpressed by that scene with Jocelyn coming in there trying to save Vaughn. This heifer picked up that gun and squinted her eye. Why are you squinting your eye? You shooting a guy at close range. You shouldn't have to squint. I just don't take Jocelyn serious at all as a agent. I really just don't. Like, she's just not believable to me. Like, at all. She is just so not believable. I can't with her. Like, I really can't. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.